Hello. If you are watching, and I hope that you've watched the previous stream where I sort of decided that I wanted to whitelist the server to try and prevent these hackers from joining and wrecking all the stuff. Oh dear, like you can see from that screen there, I did not authenticate. That's not the way. Did not authenticate again. Okay, stand by. So I came across a couple of problems with whitelisting. It seems that it's not going to solve my problem. This will be good news for the hackers who are going to watch my stream because they'll hear me say this. But it seems that whitelisting will only work if I change the server from being offline to online. And by doing that, we require Mojang authentication, which is what I've been trying to avoid. Using Mojang authentication means that only players who have valid UUIDs, in other words, have bought Mojang account or Microsoft account. I'm actually not too sure who owns it anymore. I think Microsoft owns it now. But the point is that you have to have a license to play on a server that is using Mojang authentication, and only those servers are properly protected by whitelist, because when a person is whitelisted, their UUID is checked against the Mojang UUID. If authentication is not enabled, then only a person with the correct nickname will be able to join the server, but anyone who uses the correct username, player name, nickname, will be able to connect with the server. So that means the problem that I have now of someone just choosing, taking my nickname and kicking me off the server, that problem will still remain. The only way to get around that, well, it's not the only way, but the obvious way to get around it is to buy a Mojang account, pay for the privilege of playing Minecraft in safety, and go through that process. This is something I've been wanting to avoid, because I would have to buy a Mojang account for myself, but also I'd have to buy one for Anton, and that's 2 accounts. And the last time I checked this, and I'm not sure what the deal is now, but the last time I checked, it was about $50 New Zealand for a single license. Oh, there's Decker on the chat. And so, oh, look at this! I've already been hacked. Okay, so there's probably nothing for it except for me to shut the server down right now. Look at this, I'm blocked out of my own server. Okay, oh yeah, and that's somebody else's IP. So we're just going to shut the server down, because that's just a super big pain. In fact, I might even undo all that whitelisting stuff I did. So yeah, just to go over that again, Whitelisting only works if you have Mojang authentication, and if you have in order to work properly with Mojang authentication, you must be a valid and paid up Minecraft player. There's only a couple of ways of getting, well, there's 3 ways I can think of getting around this, 2 which probably won't come to anything. The first is to run the server on a different port than the standard port. That means, you connect on a different port. If you know what I'm talking about there, you'll understand that. The problem with that is that a clever hacker, and to those guys who have hacked us, I don't believe that you're that clever, but you will probably know about port scanning. So it wouldn't take long for a smart person to get around that. That's one way of doing it. There was another way, I've forgotten what it is right now, along the same sort of lines though. And the third way I can think of is to just go out on the internet and create a new server on somebody else's server and let them handle it. But I think that it still won't stop people who want to come in and wreck your server. The only surefire way of stopping people from getting on your server is to keep it completely closed from the public internet. That's why people who work in offices will run a server internally, and they can play all day long, and they're not bothered by anyone outside of their network, because those people simply can't get into the network to join the server. And that's about the strongest level of protection that you can have without Mojang authentication. So it just makes me wonder whether trying to run a server is actually worthwhile, because I'm just constantly going to have to be on defense against, I don't even want to call these kids hackers. Really, what they do is, it's not hacking. If they actually knew what hacking was, they'd be ashamed of calling themselves a hacker, because hacking is not trashing somebody else's work just for fun. That's not hacking. Anyway, I'm going to have to ponder on it a bit. I don't know. It may be that I'll just have to run the server at a time that suits me, and then be vigilant while I'm on the server, and then when I'm not playing Minecraft, or when Anton's not playing Minecraft, we shut the thing down and just keep people out that way. That's a pain in the butt, because not only, well, mostly it means that Declan won't be able to come on and build when he wants to. Which is why I wanted to have it open 24/7. It will get sorted, no rush. Okay, thank you, Declan. Because Declan is in a different country to me, and he's the way the timeline works. Right now, he's 2 hours behind me. So, when he could be on the server while I'm not on the server. I could be asleep or something. Okay, I'll just reiterate right now, I'm fairly new to Minecraft. I've been playing with this thing for about a year, and I haven't looked at every single aspect of it. I'm finding out things as I go. I've only just tonight confirmed for myself that whitelisting requires Mojang authentication. And now that I've thought about it, it actually makes sense. It's disappointing. It just means that if you want any kind of level of protection, you must pay Mojang for it, or Microsoft. And that's where I have a problem with these hackers who, they've come on and they've said, you should pay for Minecraft, otherwise we'll blow you up. It's like, why? How is you blowing up my stuff a good lesson in I'm not saying this correctly, but like I say, Mojang will not give these guys a cut of the money that I might pay them. They'll get nothing for the destruction that they cause. They get nothing for it. What they're doing is they're working for Mojang for free. You dummies. You idiots. And then you have to ask the question, do these guys even have their own valid account? If they have, why don't they go play on a server where getting one up on somebody is actually of some value? You know, destroying a defenseless server like ours does not make you a hero. It really doesn't. But as I tried to allude to earlier, you know, you can't talk sense to some people. You can't teach good manners. You can't teach respect. I don't know whether these kids have ever had respect in their life, but they sure don't know how to give it. Disappointing. I mean, I could play a game of, I'll start the server up and see how long it takes to get hacked. That, funnily enough, that did not take long. I'd only been streaming for a few minutes and somebody took over. That means they're sitting there waiting, watching my account, the YouTube account, and waiting until the stream hits, and then watching, knowing that the server's up, and then bam, they're in. It just makes me think like I just cannot do Minecraft streams, because if I do, they'll know that the stream is up and running. I'll just have to, if I do a Minecraft video, it'll have to be pre-recorded. I'll have to have done what I was going to do an hour ago and then post the video. That way it won't be up when they try to bomb me. I don't know if that's a good idea. Yeah, I've got some more thinking to do about this. I invite comments from anyone. More information is a great thing. So if you have any idea what it costs to get a Mojang or Microsoft license. The last time I tried to do this, I got really confused and I didn't know whether I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know actually how to even get a license. So I kind of gave up. But I know that I will need, if I go that route, I will need to get 2 accounts, one for me and one for Anton. So twice the money. And then it's up to Declan whether he wants to get an account to keep playing or not. I don't know. I wouldn't want to put that kind of pressure on him. I don't want that pressure on me. Well, not to waste the stream, I'll just show you this message that, you know, in the last stream, this guy who was on the server when I came on, he said that he left me a message in the logs. And at the time I said I couldn't be bothered checking it out, but, you know, afterwards I did. So let's have a look at that. If I can remember where it is. One second. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So this is today's log, starting at 2:19, sorry, in the morning. That's New Zealand time. At 2:19, this guy logged in as me. He tried to change some signs and stuff like that. Da 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 da. And then this guy today left these messages here. Okay, he was posing as Spokers here. And he said, hey, since I know you'll look through the logs, I saw the YouTube channel. neat to see the other perspective. I presume that he found what I had to say about it interesting. But then he went to defend himself right now. He said, I am not responsible for the griefs documented in 2 most recent live streams. After I logged off last time, which is an admission that he's done it before, I had not logged in again until just recently. I've got 1 or 2 good guesses as to who the griefer is. I doubt that, to be honest. It's completely anonymous, but okay, fair enough. But that's a problem for you to figure out. And here he is saying, pay for Minecraft. You know, being all holier than thou and saying, you know, I'm going to be nasty to you because you don't have a Minecraft license. Very, what's the word for that? I can't think of it. Self-righteous. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, next he says, just to clarify exactly what I mean by the 2 live streams, I didn't change the signs to insults. Okay, he may not have. I don't know if he did because I've got no idea. You know, it's all on random IPs. I've got no idea who this guy is or who the other guy is. So, okay, fine. You didn't change the signs. Fair enough. So that was the message that he left for me last time. I don't quite know what he's really trying to say. He's trying to say that he's not the one responsible. I don't know who this guy is, so it wouldn't even matter. But yeah, pay for Minecraft. That's like, wow. It's like scolding me. How dare you run your own server? Give someone money. Pay someone for it. And it won't be me. Don't pay me. Pay Mojang, a rich company, or Microsoft, an even richer company. Pay them more money so that you can play this game that I don't know if anyone understands my point of view. It's capitalism at its worst. This is a lot of mucking around until... Okay, this is where I came in down here, and then he left this message just quickly. Came in, said, oh, wait, before I forget, check the logs, I left you a message, and then he left. At that time, I just decided, I couldn't be bothered, I wasn't going to. I shut the server down, had my KFC, which was yummy. And then I went and had a shower, and I did a bit of work on whitelisting, and found out it wasn't quite what I thought it was. Disappointing. Okay, let's see. I'm going to run the server. We'll see how long it takes to get hacked. Maybe this would be a game. We'll make it a race. See who can hack me the quickest. Oh dear. Okay, anyone got a stopwatch? Let's see. Of course, as soon as I get hacked, I'm shutting the server down because I can't be bothered trying to repair it. Okay. Right, I'll just bring up the stream on another window. Oh, by the way, for anyone interested, you know, I made a comment that I had done 2 streams and the chat had disappeared, and I couldn't understand why. Well, it turns out that the chat had not actually disappeared. What it is that after the stream's finished, the video, because I make the stream in StreamYard and they connect to YouTube to do the stream, but after that, they hand off the video to YouTube. And there is a period of time that YouTube needs to process the video. And in that process, they link up the chat to the video, I believe, and get the timing right so that the chat appears at the right time in the video. All that takes time. And until it's finished, if you watch the stream before that's finished, you will not see the chat. But when it is finished, and then you watch the stream, you will see the chat, and it'll pop up in the correct with the correct timing. So I thought there was some kind of problem with what I was doing, but in fact, it's just the way it is. After the stream, there has to be a certain amount of time for the video to be processed on YouTube before the chat will show up. Quite simple when you understand that, but until I looked into it, I didn't know. But now I know, and if you're listening, now you know. You're welcome. All right, let's have a look. Haven't been hacked yet. Come on, guys, what's happening? Right, I'm just opening up the stream on my other computer so I can see the chat at least. Let's turn that off. Declan says he can't join because he's not whitelisted. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, tell you what, Declan. Oh, I need to opt myself. Wait 1 second. No, wait a minute. I'm on the wrong window, aren't I? Oh, wait, I'll do it over here. Okay. Okay, Declan, if you want to try and connect now, I've turned the whitelist off. So that means that the, whitelist isn't going to stop you. Okay, so now he's joined now. So if I go whitelist, add Declan, you are now on the whitelist. Now if I turn the whitelist on, you're safely on the whitelist. However, as I said, what this does, the whitelist, what it does is it stops random nicknames from joining the server. Random nicknames. But all these hackers all know the nicknames that are usually on the server. That's why they keep attacking them. I didn't put it together before, but I understand it now. So right now, even though the whitelist is on, if somebody joins under the name Dadman, they'll get on the server and kick me off. So it's the same problem that I had before. Having whitelist enabled right now without Mojang authentication does not stop them taking the server over. The only thing that does have any kind of control is the code I wrote that stops them getting ops. But they can still go around and smash things up and do like the last guy did, create a whole lot of cobblestone in the middle of our stuff, and just smash blocks. I mean, in survival mode, you can break things. It takes quite a bit of effort, but you can do it. So yeah, we're whitelisting, but it doesn't stop anything. Very unfortunate. So I'm not quite sure what the right thing to do is. Perhaps creating some kind of private network using VPNs. I actually have never tried doing that, so I don't know what could be done. Yeah, our builds are still there, Declan, because this is the state of my last backup. I did this backup late last night, and we can always go back to this backup. So if a person comes in and wrecks the entire world, we can still come back to this point. So we haven't lost that. It's just that it's hard to go forward because if we build something, we need to be able to back it up before it gets wrecked. And, strangers coming onto the server randomly, that's hard to predict. Maybe there's another way. I don't know. By making it somehow tying it into the web server and making it so they need to log in via the web server to get on. I could think about that. Not quite sure how to do that because I've never thought about it before. It's just an idea that occurred to me. And you never know what I might be able to do. To be honest, the software that I wrote to protect the server and authenticate and that sort of stuff, I never thought you could do that. And then I found a way. Yeah, well, a private server, that would be great if you were inside our own network. So maybe by using some kind of VPN arrangement, we could make it private. I don't know. That might be fine because I want to just keep building stuff, and I don't mind streaming the server and showing the builds to people so they can see what we're doing. It's just need a good way to make that secure. As I was saying before, Anton, or I don't know when I was saying it, but Anton has got. Actually, I'm just going to disconnect quickly. Oh, look at this! I've been kicked off. Are you watching, everyone? So there we go. Somebody's arrived to give us a hard time. Looks like I've been kicked off again. So we're going to play this game. Oh no, it's me. I'm back. So, oh, gee, I wish I'd been keeping time on that. I don't know how long that took. Hang on a second. If I look at the log, Spoker's here. Oh, it's that guy again. The guy who didn't leave insults. So this is how it's going to be if I keep running this way. That's why I might as well just shut the server down because I can't be bothered. Oh, look at this. He's even banned me. Crazy. Okay, so I'm just stopping the server because unwittingly I've given this guy a little bit too much power. Let's see, where am I here? Sorry about that, Declan. Massive lava pit overhead. Oh, right. Okay. So he's doing the cobblestone thing. Okay, we'll just undo that. I'll just roll back to the backup. Yeah. You've got to wonder why. Why would you keep doing that? What point are you making? That a person can't enjoy a game? They're not allowed to? Because you, sanctimonious, that's the word I was looking for before, so sanctimonious, thinking that what you want to do, i.e. wreck everything, is more important than the other person having a bit of fun. Oh, Declan, you don't have to be sorry, mate. It's not your fault. It's not your fault at all. I just haven't decided what to do yet. I may shut the server down for a couple of days or something, think about it. And I may or may not start the server up again. It's almost seeming a bit pointless. And oh yeah, what I was trying to say before this happened, Anton is running a server on Atenos, and I was going to show you this here actually. I don't know if it's here. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, Anton's Atenos server. Oh, whoops, I'm pointing on the wrong screen. So this guy here, currently offline, don't know why, don't know what that means, because he set this up, I didn't. Minecraft servers are built by the second. Oh, okay, I think that's a joke. Because I'm pretty sure this Atenos server is free. It's one that a whole bunch of Anton's friends from school have created servers on, like for instance this one. And what they call the Ross server. Anton's school is called Ross, and then you've got these servers which are all on the same server. I don't quite know how they do that. It's I don't know whether they've got a server farm or it's just a very powerful version of Linux or Unix or something. But look at all these servers that they've made. Crazy stuff. And I don't know why they do that. Is that to if you get hacked by somebody, you have to create a new server so they don't know where you are? Or the other thing is, some of them do this speedrun thing where they, the objective of Minecraft is to kill the Ender Dragon, and there's a bunch of things that you need to achieve to kill the Ender Dragon. You need to get the right sort of upgrades and armor and stuff like that, and the right blocks. And when you know how to do that, you can have races and see who can get to the complete the whole game in the quickest. And I think Anton said that the fastest end game run was about 8 minutes or something. And that's somebody starting in survival mode, and it's all in survival. You start in survival mode, you do a little bit of mining, you find iron, and you upgrade, and then you find diamonds and you upgrade, and then you have to build a nether portal, and you go into the nether, you get something from the nether, I don't know what, and then you can build. Then you have to find. There's a word for it, I can't remember, but it's like a fortress, and there is one of these fortresses in each world. You have to find that, and then you have to build an end portal, and that takes you into the end, and the end is where the Ender Dragon is. And then when you're in the end, there's a bunch of challenges there. You have to fight some demons, and you have to get blaze rods or something like that, and then you have to do something else, and eventually you get enough power that you can kill the Ender Dragon. And so the speed run is about seeing how fast you can do all that. And that sounds like a pretty decent thing. Why not? But little mum and dad Minecraft players like me get a bit left out in the cold because we try to run our little server for fun and then get bullied out of it. Damn. But I guess it's a source of content. I can keep posting streams about the struggles that I'm having with Minecraft and maybe farm a few views from that, and who knows. I haven't given up. I'm just right at this minute a little bit out of ideas. Just go back to the stream. Declan says, I think it might be all right to keep it shut till we find a solution. Well, maybe. Maybe we could communicate a bit tighter and arrange for times to have it running so we can do building and then shut it down. Maybe there's a way of me securing the connection through my gateway to block everybody else out. In fact, there probably is. Because I'm running a commercial router, well, not commercial router, but a paid router, I don't think there's any way for me to attach my own code to it. It's back in the old days, I wrote my own router and built it onto a Linux box, and I could control every single part of it. So I could block packets easily, and I could stop anyone getting through if I wanted to. But I don't have that solution anymore. YouTube should have answers. It may do, but you've got to find the right videos and absorb the information. That all takes time. But like I say, I haven't given up. In the meantime, possibly the best thing to do would be to just pay for Minecraft, get the whitelist working properly. And what that does, the whitelist, what it does is it checks your username, your player name, against the name in the Mojang database, and also the UUID. The UUID is a unique number that I'm not actually sure what that is, to be honest. I don't know whether it's the address of your computer or just a unique address for the nickname. But Mojang will authenticate that and say, yes, this is that person, and therefore allow them to join. It seems like the quickest way to do it. The other is to try and find the source code for the server and do it myself. But that's not easy. I'm no Java expert. I wouldn't expect to be able to crack that kind of code for a number of months. Oh, yeah. Hey, thanks for that, Declan. I guess you mean that I haven't given up. That's what's good to hear. I haven't. I mean, for me, this is about it's about supporting my son. He wanted to have a Minecraft server, and so I made him one. And now these guys that are being harassing me, they're preventing me from doing that for my son. And that's the thing I'm most disappointed about. Anton is a simple boy. He's a very happy boy, but he's simple. And I don't mean not intelligent. He's very, very bright. But he doesn't think about people being nasty. I don't think he even really knows what nasty people are like. So it's a shame that he has to be exposed to it this way. And he's being denied something that he loves by people who just only care about themselves and what their egos, what they can do for their own egos. So sad. But it's not over for Anton, as I said in a stream ago or two. He's got many interests, not just Minecraft. If I have to shut down the Minecraft portion of Anton's World of Videos, then so be that. We'll go back to editing videos. He can still play Minecraft on his Atenos server with his friends from school. They can do all that. The only thing then would be that Declan and I can't build. Not like this anyway. Where we can both be on the server at the same time and interact. And, I've had some great fun building like that Death Star, not Death Star, what is it? The Star Destroyer. That was a fantastic build. Declan and I were just streaming through it. And there was like a really good rapport, even though we didn't really talk much. And that was one thing I enjoyed so much about it, was that we could sort of see what each other were doing, and then we were just getting on with the work and getting through it really fast because we both sort of understood what the other person was doing. It's kind of like the communication you have in a sports team, or maybe even in a band, where you take a few cues from each other and you move and you do this and you do that, and it all works really well, and it was so enjoyable. And I was looking forward to doing much more of that with Declan. But good fun, that's right, good fun. And, I'm going to be denied that too. Oh dear. Because right now, it just seems like it's not worth running the server. If it's up for 5 minutes and then it's taken down again, what's the point? I've just wasted 5 minutes of electricity. Damn. And for those guys who have been attacking us, you win nothing. You may think, hooray, we got him to shut the server down, we're heroes. Well, you forced me to do something. That doesn't mean to say that you won anything. I don't know what that's going to mean for the rest of your life, for when you try and do something in the real world and you know. Oh, I don't know. I don't quite know what I'm trying to say there. You know, Declan, I wish that you had your microphone working and that we could talk, because this is all one way and it's okay, but I don't know. It'd be nice to actually talk. But anyway, what else can we talk about? What else can I do? Yeah, so with these other Minecraft servers, there's Roscoe McGillicuddy's, but we can't go into that because we don't have let's see. We don't have a Mojang account, so here we are. You are not logged into your Minecraft account. If you are logged into your Minecraft account, what? Oh, try restarting your Minecraft client. So we can't get authenticated by Mojang because we don't have a Mojang Minecraft account. So we can't play on Roscoe McGillicuddy. But apparently Anton can play on Atanos. I don't know what the deal is with that, but there we are. So all of these other servers that are run by school kids, because Anton's friends, they're 11 and 12. Anton has just turned 13, so he's possibly one of the oldest. But they're just school kids. I don't know who the guys are that are attacking us, but I hope they're only kids, because if they're older than that, dudes, get a job. Well. Wonder how many. Oh, look, 816 subscribers. So thank you very much to all the new subscribers. That's, I think, 5 today, because we had, I think it was 811 this morning. So thank you all. I suspect that part of the reason that people have been joining lately is because of the streams and because of the Minecraft content, and possibly because of the controversy. But if I don't do any more Minecraft streaming, then that might slow down a bit. I wonder, Declan, if there's a way of, well, there probably isn't. I'm thinking of a way of sharing the world files with you, so that you can run them locally, run your Minecraft server up at home, do some building, and then send them back. Oh God, that sounds like a lot of hassle. It's better just to run the server and then just work together. Oh, okay, I wasn't sharing that screen, so you didn't know what I was talking about. All right, I'm not the world's greatest Minecraft YouTube streamer, not by a long shot. Stop that. Present. It's funny, you watch some of these big time YouTubers and they're so smooth, and the way they present their streams, very impressive. Oh, what am I doing here? Okay, let's have a look at this. This is our dashboard. No big deal. This particular, that's the last live stream performance. So I think that's not the current stream. Current stream is this one. And I've had a whopping 2 views. But see, the last one, I got 6 views, one before that 9 views. So, really not very good numbers. So with that in mind, you've got to ask yourself, is doing this Minecraft streaming even worthwhile? It might be because we've picked up a few subs. But I wish these numbers were better. We don't get many likes either. Don't get many likes. And look at these numbers. 50. Got 50 there. Server update. I'm not sure what that is. I think maybe we upgraded to 1.19. Oh gosh, I actually have got no idea. Oh no, I think we swapped to a different world at that stage, and got 50 views over time for that. 55 for this one. Tunneling. I'm not even sure. I can't remember what that was about. So yeah, every YouTuber who puts up videos would like to see these numbers go pretty high. This one here, Blowcart seems to do quite well. So it's another interest of Anton's. He does this blowcarting and stuff. Let's just have a look at that if we can. Oops, I'm not sure that that's worked. Ad blockers. Well, I don't know what's coming up in the stream. Here we are. Oh, okay, it's a different window. Gosh, come on. Come on, Devin. There we go. So you can see Blowcarts is it's go-karts but with sails. A long time ago, they used to call this kind of thing land yachting, because it's kind of like yachts on the land. But oh, I wasn't watching the chat. So Declan says, my aim is to stream AFL games next year. Geez, that'd be amazing, mate. Your commentary, I think your commentary would be awesome. Just need the stuff for it. Okay, I do not know what you need for that. I guess one thing is you need to somehow get the stream for the game. I suppose if you can get live broadcasts, and that's the real big trick, then you could do it. You could just like, it's a shame you can't turn off their commentary, but or maybe it doesn't matter. You can just talk over the top of them. But the funny thing about that in New Zealand, get this, in New Zealand, our best sports team, the Rugby All Blacks, is not usually free to air. So even our best sports team, you hardly ever get to see them actually live. And with the Warriors, that's especially true. That's Warriors are an NRL team. They play rugby league. That's because Sky Sport has kind of like a monopoly on sports in New Zealand. So it's really hard to get a live stream of a sports game in New Zealand so that you could do a commentary over the top. It's very tricky. Just recently, because of the World Cup, we've been able to have a couple of All Blacks games live. Most of them, the ones that are free to air anyway, are delayed by about an hour. That's a shame. I think All Blacks games should be free to air to every New Zealander live. Okay, so Blowcarts, that's an interest that Anton has. He's also interested in Thomas the Tank Engine, Star Trek, and Star Wars. I mentioned that the other day, yesterday. So there's plenty of stuff for him to put on YouTube and keep building his channel. We may not have very much Minecraft stuff. And mind you, he could stream, if he's playing on his Atomos server, he could stream that. That could be interesting. When he and his friends Spokers here, the actual Spokers here, who is Anton's friend, is very, very skilled at Minecraft. And he and Anton have some epic battles. it's all too much for me because they use all that speed stuff, so they're too fast to catch, and they have their boxes full of tools and weapons and stuff like that. I don't know how the heck they get on with that, but they just run rings around me. Uh, and I'm a lot more sedate in that sort of thing anyway. I just prefer building, and I enjoy putting blocks together in pleasing ways. And I was hoping to start looking at doing textures. Like I know that you can change the look of a block um, from just the standard Minecraft textures to something else. Like we use paintings to make the columns in our buildings look like Star Wars lighting, but using a texture map, or I'm not sure what they call it, um, we could change a block to look like it was part of Star Wars lighting and just build a column of lights with a block. It would look a lot better and be I think it would look really good. But if I can't run my Minecraft server, I may very well not ever get to doing that unless I lock down the port and make the server. In fact, I could even do that. Just run the server completely internally, so I can carry on building. It just means if I do that, Declan won't be able to join, and nobody will be able to join. And yeah, you know what? I might even just do that, just so I can run the server up and use it at my leisure, instead of having to keep shutting it down because undesirables want to wreak havoc. Well, now, how long have I been streaming? 51 minutes, 52 minutes, so goodness. Seems like I've got a lot to say. I wouldn't have thought so. When I first started streaming, I had no idea I didn't know what to say. And so I still don't really know what to say, but it's amazing that I can actually talk for an hour. I'm actually fairly introvert, and I don't normally talk a lot during the day at all. But here we are. I'm sitting here for an hour, ranting, going on and on. And gosh, the funny thing is, I don't mind doing it. I kind of wish I had a really good reason for doing it. What is there to stream about? Oh, hey. Wait a sec. I'm going to look something up and I'll stream this. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for it. Possible. But let me see if I can find it. Okay. Where's my stream on? Stop stream, present new window. Okay. I'm just going to stop this music. Okay, check this out.
Some of us dream of becoming an astronaut. Others, maybe a Hollywood star,
oh my gosh,
doctor, or a builder.
That's so quiet. I thought it was going to be louder.
His dream is working at Bunnings. He's obsessed with the hardware store.
People who aren't in Australia or New Zealand probably won't even understand this.
Well, here we are.
We all have dreams.
It's like a kid in the candy store, but in the hardware store.
That's how you feel when you go to Bunnings.
Yeah.
For Lorenz, there's only one. He wants nothing more than a job at Bunnings.
Tell me, how much do you love?
I was endeared by this because here's a story about a person who is disadvantaged.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
And you can just imagine how difficult life is for a person who.
He can even do the ad.
Bunnings Warehouse, where lowest prices are just the beginning.
You should be on that advert.
The first Bunnings trip
I
I
don't know
did
how
was
this is.
in Moorebank,
I can
How
hardly
long
get
ago was that?
2008. Welcome to the trimmer section.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
He's now a regular, and while we get lost in that giant hardware store, Lorenz knows where to find everything.
Because they're really nice and quiet. Come on down.
Not only that, we discovered he's practically an expert.
I present to you folks my Stihl FS38 bed shaft line trimmer.
Especially in garden gear.
Now there's twisted, there's round, there's square. But people with square line, they need to be really careful. You want to go round because that wears a lot slower.
Next stop, Lorenz's bedroom.
There are a few things which have caught my eye, namely this.
The whippersnapper cable.
Whippersnapper cable.
He always wants a new reel and he'll sit with it for hours. He'll unwind it, roll it onto the whippersnapper feed.
So we've got these two bundles. Is there more?
There's definitely more. There's quite a few. He's planning on buying a new whippersnapper, so he's saving up for it.
It's not every young man's dream.
No, definitely not, no.
But as we all know, it's one thing to have a dream and another to have it come true.
Well, Lawrence was only diagnosed when he was 3 years old. Back in the days, there was not a lot of information about Williams syndrome, so it took quite a while. It's 1 in 10,000 births. Yes, it's really rare.
Lorenz lives with Williams syndrome, which means he also looks on the bright side of life.
Then you just
look at that.
started growing up and started walking and running around, and you just loved life. Hey? He was the happiest baby, and that's the one thing about Williams syndrome is just always smiling, always just wanting to be where there's people.
And the thing without Williams syndrome or Down syndrome, the world will be a very, very, very sad place.
Exactly.
Always positive. You'd think an employer would jump at someone like him. Sadly, not in this case.
To find a job it comes late for Lawrence. He's 27 already. Because it's been a very long dream of ours, and we kind of worked at it a bit slower just to make sure that Lawrence is going to be at his most ready time in his life to start his employment. And now at 27, we are chasing that dream.
And his big aim.
When it comes to that dream job, Lorenz has been overlooked and then overlooked again. Heartbroken, his mum has turned to social media and a current affair for help.
And he loves money.
In the end, it is an online application process, and with the online applications, 500 applications plus going in, I'm not sure how many they get, it kind of gets lost in translation. So you have to speak up as a parent and advocate for your young person and make sure that they also get noticed. He does get noticed when he walks into the store. Everyone knows him. But how much more do we need to do
a week, I think it was,
to get to that final step?
Time.
2 hours, 3 hours of work, where you can. That will be his dream come true.
You could do anything. You could go to the moon. But you want to work here, don't you?
Yeah, I'd rather work here than being on the moon with no gravity at all.
That's a fair call, I reckon.
But Lorenz is shooting for the moon. He tells us he'll even work at Bunnings for free.
I'll take on any challenge.
We want that uniform, don't we?
Yeah, you're right.
He's already got the beanie.
Here it is.
Oh, wacky do.
So now it's over to Bunnings to look at Lawrence's many abilities rather than his single disability. Just like his biggest supporter.
Love you, Mum.
I love you too, mate.
A sweetheart, huh? And we are pleased to say that Bunnings has now offered Lorenz work experience. He's starting
experience at
tomorrow.
anyone.
And as you do so well, Lorenz,
Hey.
fingers crossed, a job is just around the corner.
Yeah, so this is it's, I think it's 9 News or something, Australian News. They picked up that story, or did that story. Let me just see if I can find the other video. They're only short ones. Oh gosh. I haven't got my glasses on, so it's actually quite hard to read the screen. I left my glasses in the car. I'll just go back, because I think I'll find it in this list. There he is.
Welcome back.
Oops, what's going on here?
You probably remember Lorenz, the wonderful young man who wanted nothing more than a job at Bunnings. He's been hard at work building that dream, and tonight he has some very special news.
And action.
We all know life doesn't always go to script.
Dreams only come true once, not twice.
But when it comes to Lorenz's story, we hoped for that happy ending.
People have been supporting me very well, so thank you, Australia.
It is unbelievable how it has given him purpose.
It seemed everyone was on board to help Lorenz get his first job at 27. His dream, not every young man's, a start at Bunnings.
Sat down, had a few questions, and
Yeah, tested your knowledge a little bit.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
We're pleased to say he got an interview, and we found out that's not all.
Ladies and gentlemen, revealing my Bunnings uniform.
Oh, wow.
I got my job.
No one was more qualified.
It's like a kid in the candy store, but in a hardware store. Bunnings Warehouse, where lowest prices are just the beginning.
When we met Lorenz for the first time a few weeks ago, he told us he'd been going to Bunnings since 2008.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
He's at Bunnings.
He's a Bunnings.
We also discovered he's an expert.
Welcome to the trimmer section.
In his bedroom, whippersnipper cable. But as hard as he worked, Lorenz couldn't get a start. He lives with Williams syndrome, and when it came to work, many saw his one disability rather than his many abilities.
Love you, Mum.
I love you too, mate.
Heartbroken, Mum Estelle turned to all of us for help. And now, here we are.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's already awesome.
Yeah, mate. More awesome than that.
We are so proud of you.
Your smile's going all the way around your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a better feeling for a mum, especially for a mum with a special needs child, where a dream can come true. To know that I can do this, I'm capable, I can be included, I can be part of society, and the happiness.
Tell me, do you like surprises?
Yes, I do.
What if I told you we've got a bit of a surprise for you outside?
I'm Christos.
Christos is here because there's something he wants to tell you.
Mate, at Still Australia, we heard about how passionate you were about your FS38 line trimmer. We actually heard that you're saving up for a new tool. So
Yeah.
we thought we'd come down and help you out with a brand new FSA 90R. Just for you, man.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
The one he'd been saving for.
And I got you some CF3 carbon fibre insert line as well.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
This is gonna slash the grass like there's nothing left. Brushed motors use friction.
They do.
And this one doesn't do that.
That's correct.
The magnets do all the electrical work for you.
Absolutely. It sounds to me like I need to be careful. I'm going to be out of a job by the end of the week. To tell you the truth.
Now we've got our very own still expert at Bunnings.
How exciting. It's a brand new toy.
Yep. But remember, guys, lawn equipment is not a toy. It's a tool.
Thanks, Still, and thanks, Lorenz, for showing us that dreams really do come true.
Thank you once again, Australia, for your support and initiative, inclusion, and I just love you all from the bottom of my heart, and yeah, I might see you guys down there soon.
Well, from the bottom of our hearts, Lorenz, thank you. You're a superstar, such a wonderful human, and guess what? We're all coming to Bunnings just to see you.
Okay, I'm going to stop that screen because Declan said that he couldn't hear me when the video was playing. And I don't know if I just stop the video and start talking that you'd be able to hear me. But anyway, I presume that you can hear me now. So that's interesting to find out that that happens if I play a video with sound that you can't hear me. I wonder if I play a video, but let's play another video. And what I might do is mute it and see if you can hear me. What else can we? But we'll just put this one on. It's dinosaurs, I think, whatever it is. So we'll just mute that. Oops, what's going on there? And why did I stop that screen, you funny guy? Okay, so I'll just run this for a while and keep talking, and maybe Declan, or yeah, sure, Declan says I can hear you fine now, and that is when I don't have if I'm not presenting a screen. But now I'm presenting a screen, aren't I? Oh yeah, okay. And so I'd be interested to know if you can hear me while I'm playing this screen, because I've muted it. And it may just be that loud and clear with video. Okay, I guess that means that you can hear me. So if I'm going to play a video, actually, yeah, you know what I'm going to do, Declan, is I'm just going to switch back to that video, and I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to be talking, and then I'm going to turn the unmute it and see if you can hear the video and not me, and so on. Okay, so here I am talking, and I'm talking.
My name is Richard Smith.
It might prove that if the audio on the video is on, then you can't hear me, and if I can hear you still. Does that mean you could hear me over the top of the video?
Few billion years on the big island at the bottom of...
Thank you for that. I see. So yeah, as long as I play a video, well, if I'm going to allow the sound to come on, the microphone's going to get muted. Now, I don't know whether that's how StreamYard usually works, or if it's just because of the type of equipment I've got and the type of the way that this operating system is set up. The trouble is that Anton, he fiddles with everything, and all the settings just keep changing all the time, and I never really know when anything's working, to be honest. Right now I'm quite amazed that this whole setup actually even works so I can stream. I'm not annoyed. I hope it doesn't sound like that. I'm so impressed with what Anton does. He's bright. And but he does things that, oh gosh, I don't know what he's up to half the time. Sometimes he's a little bit too smart. So that's just some interesting video for the background, isn't it? Oh, that's some nice video of the Australian countryside. I've never been to Australia. He's a great builder too. Thank you for that, Declan. He is. He's very, very skilled. And he loves building. And yeah, it's going to be a real shame if we can't keep the world up. But I think even if I just block it off from the outside, you know, he and I can build, and we can record videos of building and stuff and then put them up on YouTube later. I wish that we could include Declan in that somehow, but I'm just not sure how to do it. Anyway, I wonder how many people have been watching. Yeah, sure, Declan. I know. I mean, you know, I just wish that we could do it that way. Let's see. I want to try and figure out how many views, because the stuff that you get on YouTube is not really reliable, because sometimes I look at the dashboard and it says, oh, you've only had 3 views, and then I go and look at the content listings and it says, oh, you've had 7 views. You know, so I don't know why they're different, but that's just how that is. Okay, so I've had a big whopping 2 views according to the content list, and 2 live viewers, so that's probably just me and Declan. And 1 like. I don't know whether that's me liking it or him liking it. I mean, this is fun. It's a shame that, you know, it can't be more fun. Maybe having a conversation with somebody and looking at interesting material, that would make it a lot better. Imagine this, Declan. If you get your AFL streaming, if you get that working, then you could include me in your stream and we could be watching it together and talking. And then I might learn something about AFL, because right now I don't know a heck of a lot about it. There's different rules between AFL and rugby league. For instance, you can punch the ball forward, or I'm not sure what you call it, but you can hit the ball forward with your hand. You bounce the ball. I think it's like you have to take a certain number of steps, and then if you haven't passed the ball, you need to bounce it to yourself or something like that. And then there's certain tackle. Oh, look at that. Okay, I don't know whether the video got stopped or the stream got stopped. The stream seems to be still running. Are you there, Declan? Or is it absolutely stopped? It's probably stopped. Damn it. Jeez, Daddy. Stream unavailable. Huh. It was probably about time to quit the stream anyway. But at least everyone got to see Lorenz. I think that was cool. All right, let's just end the stream there.